Hi everyone, hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe to my channel. You can also find me on Udemy, Facebook, Instagram and Skillshare. Thank you, see you soon! Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be telling you the top 10 mistakes in the Cambridge English First FCE writing paper. And I'm also going to be telling you how you can avoid making these same mistakes. Okay, so mistake number 1 is not answering the question completely. You need to get into the habit of underlining all the key words in the question that you are answering. You need to think about the content points as well as identifying the person you are writing to and the type of task you are being asked to write. Mistake number 2 is forgetting to plan. So you've underlined the key ideas, your pen's ready to start writing your first task, but stop. Have you written a plan? It's really important that you know what you are going to write and how to order your writing before you start writing the actual answer. Mistake number 3 is taking too much time to write part 1. It's really tempting to spend an extra 5 minutes on one question to make your answer better. But remember, this might cause a big negative effect on your mark for the other question. You need to get plenty of practice doing writing tasks in the required time, which is 40 minutes. And remember, you need to write 140 to 190 words for each task. Mistake number 4 is not allowing time to check your answer. It's really important that you use your time well in the exam. You only have 80 minutes for both questions. Good candidates leave time to proofread their answers. Try to leave 5 minutes at the end of the test to do this. Mistake number 5 is using too much of the input material, also known as lifting. Now, the input material is the language that is used to write the question. If you use that same language in your answer without trying to rephrase it, it creates an impression of weakness in the mind of the examiner. Remember, you're trying to display your abilities for the examiner. Mistake number 6 is not knowing the different task types. Can you remember the different task types for the exam? Make sure that you're fully aware of what is expected for each different task. Mistake number 7 is choosing the wrong question in part 2. You need to spend a few minutes carefully reading each question in part 2 to help you choose the best one. If you like writing reports, for example, and you see one in part 2, make sure that the topic is something that you can write about and that you have sufficient vocabulary. If you don't, leave it and choose a different question. Mistake number 8 is not thinking like an examiner. If you start thinking like an examiner, it's going to be easier for you to do well in the exam. You need to know what they are looking for and how they mark your writing. Mistake number 9 is forgetting to improve your English. You need to keep working on your English while you are preparing for the exam. Until your grammar and vocabulary are at the right level, passing the exam is going to be difficult, no matter how much you have studied the different types of tasks. And finally, mistake number 10. Well, the 10th mistake would be to ignore all of this advice. All the advice I have given you really does work. So if you remember some, or hopefully all, of the points, you are much more likely to get the score that you want and that you deserve.